Hi student, I am Masih Tiwari. Today in the 11th geography, the book India Physical Environment from the lesson Structure and Physiography, and our going on topic is of the day is Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalayas. Today in this topic we will try to understand the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalayas, and last topic what we have studied in this Himalayas, and you have to tell the name of that last topic what we have studied in this Himalayas. So this is the, we will say, latitudinal division of the Himalayas, and we are just study one by one the latitudinal extension of the Himalayas. So this is the part of the study of the Himalayas today. So student, you can better understand this is our today's topic, and this is our today's lecture. So in the first I will tell you what is the extension of the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya. You will see that this is the, you will say, Ravi river, and this is the Kali river. Between these two rivers the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya is mostly extent. That is very important things. And you know very well that Ravi is the river which is accompanied with the Satluj river, Beas river, and itself the Ravi, which is the tributary of Indus river. You can see well. And in the, you will say, east direction, you will see that Kali river which is accompanied with its tributary the Ghagra river, and these are also the tributary of Ganga river in the east. So hope you understand the extension of the, you will say, Uttarakhand and the Himachal Himalaya. Second thing is very important, that the northernmost extent of the, you will say, Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalaya is the Ladakh cold desert region, which is the subdivision of the Spiti subdivision, which is the two regions, especially the Lahaul and the Spiti. These are the two districts of the Ladakh region. That is very important things, and you know very well these regions are very prominent region of the ranges, because all type of the three ranges you can find there, such as the Great Himalaya ranges, second is the Lesser Himalaya ranges, and third is the Shivalik Himalaya ranges. As you know very well, the Lesser Himalaya ranges, which is in the Uttarakhand, is known as a Dhauladhar, you will say, range in the Uttarakhand, sorry, Himachal Pradesh, and in the Uttarakhand the Lesser Himalayas range is known as a Nagti Bha. It is a Nagti Bha. It is in the Dhauladhar, and it is in the Uttarakhand. It is known as a Nagti Bha range. And very important things about the Shivalik range, which is the extension from north to south, and the average height of this Shivalik range is near about 1000 to 2000 meter. That is very important things. So hope you understand this the extent of the Himachal Himalayas and the Uttarakhand Himalayas. And now if we see the hill stations of these regions are very important, because mostly the hill region in the, you will say, mountain regions are very important, because mostly these regions was developed at the time of a British or the colonial administration, and they had a, you will say, invested a lot of money over this tourist center, tourist you will say areas, because they were also very interested for to visit this type of the hill stations. So they had developed the, in the first Dharamshala, it is in the Himachal Pradesh, then Mussoorie, then it is in the Uttarakhand, then next one is Shimla, it is in will say Himachal Pradesh, then Kasoni, and some cantonment towns also developed, and health resorts also developed in this region, such as the Lansdowne, Ranikhet. These are very important, you will say, health resorts, and mostly the people visited in these regions. And so many other importance of this region also, such as the two distinguished features in the view of physiography. And if I tell that Shivalik and the dunes formation, if I say about the dunes formation, so there are the different type of the dune. Dune means the places between the two valleys. So these are the Chandigarh and the Kalka dunes, Nalagarh dunes, Dehra dunes, and Harike and the Kota dunes. If I tell about the Dehra dunes, this is a very big you will say dune or the valley in this region, especially it is in the Uttarakhand. It is also the, we will say, capital of the Uttarakhand, and you will say that the length of this Dehradun is near about 35 kilometer to 45 kilometer, and the wide of this Dehradun is near about 22 to 25, you will say, kilometer. So that is very important. Dehradun is located in this region especially. If I tell that this region is mostly prominent by the one migrant, you will say, tribes groups. This is the Bhutia. Bhutia are the very important, you will say, tribal groups. They are very, very dominant in this region, and these Bhutias mostly they live in these regions, and they just migrate. Means these are the transhumans categories people. Means they comes in the, we will say, winter season to the downside, down valleys from the Bugyals. Bugyals are the kind of grassland, and where they just migrated with their animals also, and so they reaches into the summer regions in the time of you will say cold regions, and such a way they migrate from winter to summer and summer to winter. Means winter regions they just come in the high areas, and then if the summer regions they once again go in the high regions. So these are very important things. Famous valley of the flower, this is the Chamoli and the Pithoragarh, which is located in this region. You can see well, this is the Chamoli and the Pithoragarh. These are the important flower valleys of this Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalayas. And pilgrimage center which are very, very important, such as the Gangotri, Yamunotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath, it also located there, Hemakund Sahib. These are very, very important tourist places as well as the pilgrimage centers. Mostly the, you will say, pilgrimage center are mostly full by the different type of the pilgrimage, you will say, or the tourist or the pilgrims who visited in this region regularly. That is the very important things. And this region also the confluence of the 5 rivers, you know very well. And these 5 rivers are the, these are the in the first 5 rivers of the you will say in this river, such as the Ravi, Vyas, Jhelum, and Chenab, and you will say Vyas. These are the 5 important rivers which make the confluence. Confluence means a kind of sangam. So you have to tell the name of another confluence in our country, and you can see this is the confluence in the same rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, and you have to tell the another name of the river where you will find the Prayag, that is called the Prayag. Okay students, so hope you enjoyed this lecture of the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalayas. It will help you to understand the lesson in a very different way. If any kind of the problems, you can share with me, and you can also share a comment over the lecture. So student, hope you enjoy. But student, I will also tell something about the Uttarakhand and the Himachal Himalayas. Especially it is my personally visiting states when I was near about 10 to 12 years old. So I was living in this region with my we'll say family, because my father was working in this region as a teacher. He was promoted when the UP and Uttarakhand were the same states. So I lived there near about 2 to 3 years, and I enjoyed the beauty, the, you will say, physiographic, you will say, features of the Himalayas, and I saw the Himalaya very nearly, very closely. So this is the personal experience of myself, is very, very influencing myself along with my other fellow friends who just listened to me about the stories of this region when I was living there, and I have a lot of good experiences. So hope you student you enjoy this lecture of the day, and it will also increase your knowledge of some such as the Chamoli and the Pithoragarh. These are the 2 important flower valleys in this region. So thank you to listen me and watching me.